What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another video. It's your girl Curly or Jen. So today's video is gonna be a little different because how do I put this? Okay, fine. I have a confession to make, and I'm being serious. I have a confession to make, and what I want to say is that I finally decided what I want to be for the rest of my life, and it is serious, so whew, nervous. I want to be a cleaner for the rest of my life. Whew. I'll say it again. I want to be a cleaner for the for the rest of my life. Like, that's what it is. Okay, so wait, it's not what you think though. It's not what you think. Relax. So what I mean by being Ma, what?
Yo no, mirándote a ti.
Okay.
Oye, de que cleaner. Mija, pero ni el baño limpia tú en esta casa. Ni el baño limpia tú en esta casa. Y ahora tú le estás diciendo a tu YouTube que tú quieres ser cleaner. Que tú quieres ser cleaner. Pero hasta el final. Esto es el final.
It's not even like that.
No, claro que no es like this y no es like that. Claro que no es this and that. Claro que no, una niña con 26 años y mira el reguerazo que tú tienes en este cuarto. Mira el reguerazo que tú tienes en este maldito cuarto, Jenny, mira. Y tú dices que quieres ser cleaner. Claro.
Can you please?
Please. No. You welcome. Yo te digo please a ti, coño. Yo te digo please.
That doesn't even make sense.
Date rápido y termina para que me vaya y frega los trates. Di que cleaner. Uf. Ojalá yo. Óyelo. Di que cleaner. Te lo das rápido, oíste. Y no es di que mañana, ni ahorita, ni en 5 minutos. Ahora mismo, so date rápido para que baje. A fregar los trates, vámonos. Di que clean, óyelo.
Why are they like this? As I was saying, yes, I want to be a cleaner, but no, it is not what you think. It's not. And I'm gonna explain. In this video. So I've been reading this book called Relentless by Tim Grover and also Sherry Wenk, I think her name is. And this book is literally one of them, and I'm being 1000% honest. I'm not trying to drag it right now, but that man was talking sriracha, straight sriracha, straight heat, straight fire, like everything he said. And it just puts so many things into perspective, and I need you guys to get even just a little bit of sauce, please, guys, please. So stay tuned, watch the whole video. Before we get this video started though, make sure to smash that like button, make sure to leave a comment and subscribe. Thank you guys for the continuous support. I love you guys always. Thank you guys for being so patient with me. And yeah, let's get into this video. To get to the point, one of the main concepts that he goes over in his book is about being a cleaner, and I'm gonna go into depth what exactly being a cleaner means. It is not exactly what you think it is, but this concept literally blew my mind. So I guess I'll start off by talking about who Tim Grover is. And he is a trainer, but he's also a mental coach. He has trained the top athletes that you guys all know. So Kobe Bryant, rest in peace. I was gonna say James Charles, oh my goodness. Not James Charles. Oh my gosh, what's his name? LeBron James, wow. Dwayne Wade, just all of these tops. I'm not a basketball head. I don't really like follow these people, but if I do know them, it's because I like to follow their mindset, their work ethic, and all that kind of stuff. But I would know the last thing about their scoring points and who beat who, and the Lakers versus the Swishers or whoever. Yo, it's beyond me. This guy is a no bullshit type of guy, right? The book is called Relentless, so it is what you think it is, but he breaks it up so beautifully. So he talks about being a cooler, being a closer, and being a cleaner. So I'm just gonna go over all the characteristics, and you might find that you would fall into some of these categories. Yeah, I think this will just be a moment for you to be real with yourself. I have a disclaimer though, I don't agree with every single thing that is written in the book, because I do feel like he is a bit extreme, but he knows that. And people who need that type of guidance, people who need that type of energy around them, will go to him for that. You cannot take away from him the fact that he is a beast at what he does, but he is a little bit extreme. I'm more on the, I like balance, but I've taken so much information from the gems that he has dropped in this book, and I literally want to just implement that into my life, because I do feel like it aligns so beautifully with what my vision is for myself and character and who I want to be in the future, you know? Enough of all of that. One sec. We'll start off by talking about coolers and who coolers are and how he identifies coolers. So people who would fall in the coolers category apparently is the majority of the population. So coolers are very careful and they wait to be told what to do. They follow the leader. They don't necessarily take the lead. Is way too much pressure for them to initiate demands, initiate commands, and just too much for them to think. Like, it's a lot easier for them to just follow the rules, just follow what they say, follow what other people say. Someone who is a cooler is also a mediator. So they don't necessarily pick sides. They kind of just stay in between, and they just want to make sure that everyone is happy and that everyone is content. AKA, he's not a decision maker, but he does like to please others. It's already in the name. So being a cooler would mean that they like to keep things cool. They don't like too hot. They don't like too nonchalant. So now we'll move on to the closer. So a closer can actually handle a lot of pressure, and they will get the job done as long as the cards are played right, as long as they were able to do their research, as long as they feel safe and comfortable that things may not go badly, they will be all in. They need that sense of security. They will not jump into a situation with their fingers crossed. They would have to have done extensive research beforehand before even committing to doing the job. So again, so they're a little step further than a cooler, because a cooler would wait for their command, would wait for others, for the closer or the cleaner to give them an order to do before even taking a step. But a closer is okay with, you know, taking initiative, but everything has to be lined correctly. And if I tell you, I was like, damn, am I a closer? Because that's one of my problems. Sometimes I don't take that leap because I'm like, oh, wait. Like, what if this? What if that? What if this? What? It don't matter, girl. Like, just do it. Like, you'll figure it out. But I've come to the realization that that's just me. Like, I am more so in the closer realm. I don't necessarily always wait for commands or whatever, but sometimes it is very comfortable to be a cooler, but a closer, the stakes are a little bit higher. The pressure is a little bit more on you. There's more of yourself that you have to give. There's more responsibility on your end when you are being a closer. So being a closer brings me closer to being a cleaner, which is like the ultimate goal. The closer will study scenarios so that they know what to anticipate. They do not like surprises. They do not like to be bombarded with things coming from left field. They want to know that they have seen this before, that they have studied this, they have mastered this, and it's out of the blue. So they do not like the unexpected. Another very important characteristic about a closer is that they will choose financial security over winning or success, which is a huge statement. A lot of people, I think, will choose financial stability over success and winning. But if you think about it, the money's gonna come with success. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like switching up that mentality, because you can have financial stability, but you can be completely miserable with how you are getting that money, with how you are receiving that stability. You could be miserable. That could be you working your 9 to 5. That can literally be, or it doesn't even have to be a 9 to 5. You just simply doing something that you do not truly enjoy, but you stick through it because of financial stability, instead of winning, whatever that means to you, or success, again, whatever that means to you. So that's a closer. And now the cleaner. Cleaners take responsibility for everything, and they do not blame not a single soul, because they don't really count on anyone to get the job done. So if the job needs to get done, they'll take that upon themselves. Cleaners clean up the mess and they move on. They don't have to explain to you, oh, this is how I'm gonna execute that, this is how I think you should do. No, if they see a problem arise, there's no need for a conversation. Take it upon themselves, approach the situation, handle it, and move on. They don't have to tell the next person, oh, hey, I did this, that had to get done, so I did it. Now next time they don't have to have a conversation about that. And I love that. Like, just get the job done and keep it pushing. It doesn't have to be a whole hurrah. You don't need to win a Grammy for it. You know what I'm saying? Like an Oscars, like whatever. Like, they do not cause any attention to themselves. And that's really how I be trying to move sometimes. I don't necessarily like the attention. I know that what I want to do in life will absolutely bring attention and shed light on my life and my voice, but that is the last thing that I'm yearning for, is attention. I would rather my voice or something that I did impact so loud without people necessarily like putting the light on me. I don't need that. When things go wrong and everyone else starts to panic, the cleaner is calm. They're chilling. They're like, things happen, like that's just what it is. They maintain this cool and steady flow, and they're never too high up and they're never too low. So they don't get too disappointed because they're like, well, I could expect that. Or they don't get too high because it kind of just messes up with your frequency. So sometimes I think, I'm a believer that if you're gonna feel something, just feel it, but don't sit in that. Like, literally feel it, do not ignore it. Don't be like, oh, I just achieved something that meant the world to me, but I'm gonna move on because there's always more things to attain. I'm gonna move on from that feeling. I'm not really gonna like sit in that highness because there are people out there that need me. Like, no, sit in that, celebrate it, because the small wins are huge. Those small wins, like, they mean a lot. So that's what I mean when I say that sometimes I don't 1000% agree with everything in the book, but I totally understand. I completely get that. Then he talks about this other aspect that is lit AF, where he says how you cannot technically be a cleaner in every aspect of your life because something will be compromised. If you're a cleaner, that what you're saying is that I don't care about anything else because this is where my focus is. So he referenced a lot of these NBA players, all-time elite athletes, and notice how he made this observation as well, but he's like, notice how some of these elite NBA players may have failing businesses, they may have failing relationships at home, they may have failing I don't know, interpersonal skills or whatever it is, because being a cleaner, you are going so hard on that one thing that nothing else matters. So imagine trying to be a cleaner for every aspect of your life. It just kind of doesn't make sense, because then you're kind of spreading yourself too thin. You could probably be close to being a cleaner in multiple things in your life, but For example, Kobe Bryant, like him just working out, getting to the gym before everybody. Michael Jordan just getting to, like, everything was like eating, sleeping, basketball, eating, sleeping, ball, practice. You only got 24 hours, like, and I know that they've balanced and juggled a lot of other things, but when it was game time, it was game time. Like, nothing else mattered. Sometimes these people worked out 4 times a day. How can you tell me that you want to be a cleaner, right? You're in the NBA, you're working out 4 times a day, but now you're trying to be the best husband ever in life. 3/4 of your day is already dedicated to basketball. So when are you sleeping? When are you eating? When are you doing this? You know what I'm saying? Like, that balance is, but that's just something that these people are willing to go through to be the great. These are people that have attained such high success because they go so hard. And to be a cleaner, there are a lot of things that your mind is just wired very differently. So that's why there's such a small percentage of cleaners versus coolers and closers. You can literally point out the cleaners in the group. You can point out the coolers. There's gonna be a lot more of them. And you can also point out the closers. I think in my circle though, and I'm proud to say, in my circle, we're a lot more of, I'm surrounded by a lot more closers and aspiring cleaners. So I actually had to read this part of the book that, ooh, it was so good. So this is the book, right? Relentless. So I'm gonna read you this. It's a quick paragraph, right? But when you're never satisfied, life can be lonely. People think success will make them happy, but when you experience it, it's usually different from what you imagined. You'll have what you desired, but be prepared for the possibility that you'll be standing alone because you had the balls to take the unpopular path and you went to extremes that others won't ever understand. You'll finally have everything you ever dreamed of, but now you'll know for sure what you suspected all along. Nobody else understands what you went through or what you did to get there. And that's the sad truth about this whole thing. Like, you go so hard and like people just won't understand why you go so hard. Like, how many of you guys have ever heard, you're mad extra, you go so hard, you forever doing the most, you can't just like take a break, you can't just, no, I'm trying to be a cleaner in these streets. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm not trying to, like, yes, I want to rest. Yes, I need some rest because I need rest in order to work at the best of my ability. But no, if I need to be up at a certain time, I need to be up at a certain time. If I can't come out tonight because I have to film, take it seriously. Like, take it as serious as I do. Yes, I would like to go out tonight, but I have other things that my mind, like, just don't try to get me off track. And that's the thing, like, it shouldn't be lonely, but it is. Like, the fact of the matter is that it would probably be you and a couple of your friends, a couple of the people closest to you, because a lot of people are not gonna understand it, and that is okay. That is okay, as long as they're supportive though, because that's when people getting cut off comes in, because sometimes you can't afford to have that type of energy around you, or people trying to be like, yeah, you're always doing the most, like, huh? And you're not trying to do the most. Like, what are we trying to do out here? The least amount of anything? Like, what, you know what I'm saying? I remember even back in college, people used to be like, you always working out. What? Like, what? Is it like, huh? For real? I'm always working out. How come you not working out? How come you not working out? You know, like, it's just small things like that. Like, it's like the same way how you guys don't understand me, sometimes I don't understand you. Not you guys, I'm talking like my friends or whoever, you know, I've had that sort of interaction with. It's like, you don't understand why I go so hard. I don't understand why you don't. And that's just what it is. And I feel like that's what he means when it's like, when he says that sometimes it is lonely, because sometimes you do have to leave behind for a small amount of time, or however long it takes you to achieve whatever you're achieving. It takes you having to leave people behind. And then taking this lonely road, because I don't want to paint the picture that it's lonely, because it does not have to be. It really doesn't have to be. And that's why I'm so thankful to have friends around me that, you know, we can strive and we encourage each other. This kind of talk is like a talk on the regular. It's not no fluffy duffy like stuff. Like this is real serious to us. And I can appreciate that. But yes, it can be very lonely sometimes. It can be lonely, especially if you're in a household where it's just you going hard. It's just you going in. And I don't mean hard as in like working hard, but a different type of hard, if you guys understand what I'm trying to say. Oh, I'm gonna end it off with this. Okay? And then I'm done for real. Okay, so every dream you imagine, everything you see and hear and feel in your sleep, that's not a fantasy. That's your deep instinct telling you it can all be real. Follow those visions and dreams and desires and believe what you know. Only you can turn those dreams into reality, and never stop until you do. And that's really it. That's where I'm ending this whole thing. So if you guys truly enjoyed this video, leave a thumbs up, drop a comment, or is it drop a like, leave a thumb? What? Just smash that like button, drop a comment on anything or how you feel about this video. And if this was helpful to you, make sure you subscribe. There's a lot more videos coming soon. Thank you guys for being so patient with me. You guys so much. And yeah, I'm signing out. Don't think about it too much. Peace.